What I was trying to accomplish was get everybody in the state together, all the student environmentalists from all the different groups at high schools and colleges, and take that energy, take that enthusiasm, and people often end up being aimless, but apply that to something that everybody really cares about. While I was doing a lot of calling and I spent a lot of time writing emails, the core of it was getting people together for our statewide gatherings and going from school to school, talking to students, getting them energized about our campaigns. So this project wasn't so much about me and things that I might be doing, but rather getting everybody together, finding leaders for this year, for next year, and on into the future to win important student environmental victories.
The secret to Andrew's organizing, I think, is that there was no big secret. He didn't do something that no one else can do. He just worked hard at it and said, okay, let's make this happen. Let's bring the right people together, get them talking, and make it happen.
One of the most exciting things we did this year was our campaign to protect Chapman Forest, which is the 2,000 acres of old growth surrounding this manor. Some developers had hoped to build a youth sports complex in this area and use that as a wedge issue to build a whole development of townhomes in this 2,000-acre forest.
The student network that Andrew's created is agile. It has the ability, and it had the ability, to turn around and churn out phone calls to decision makers, turn out dozens and dozens of students to hearings on very short notice, and really make it clear that the public cares about this issue, young people, the future of America, care about this issue, and we got the right decision made.
So they wanted baseball fields and football fields and this whole youth sports complex here, and we were able to stop them.
It's really the difference between having a finger or having a strong right hand, and Andrew made sure that the Maryland State Network had that strong right hand so that when we're running conferences or having events or protests in the area, that we always are turning out students from Maryland no matter what it is or what it's for.
Transportation was a key focus of a lot of our work because in addition to being an environmental issue related to clean air, transit is really a student issue. And we hope to increase people's mobility and get people around in a way that is sustainable. The Baltimore Rail Plan and the Purple Line are two proposed transit projects. Both involve light rail trains like this that would transform the Baltimore and Washington areas and get people out of their cars and in trains. We, as the SSC Maryland State Network, were the only group working statewide for both projects.
Andrew's gotten it right. Andrew has really hit on the ability to get high school students and college students to sit down together and say, we want to make a difference, how are we going to do that, and how are we going to do that together? And we've seen results in the state of Maryland because of that. They've got a much stronger network because of his organizing this year, and that's something that can be replicated elsewhere. And if we do that, then student organizing takes on a whole other meaning across the nation.
When students get involved in environmental activism, I want there to be support. I want there to be other people around the state willing to help them out and get them to win campaigns, and share their ideas, and teach others how to do that. That's my goal, and I really hope that that's been the case in Maryland. I hope to see that across the country.